There's two things that I think you need to be really careful of if you're going to sell courses. The first one is I think you need to be there's a fine line with the marketing of like turning into that guy in front of a Lambo, where it's like, I don't want to be the guy in front of a Lambo, like Ty Lopez here in my garage.
Right? That still works though?
Absolutely, it still works. 100% it still works.
So why don't you want to be that?
Because I think that it sets you up for not having a good reputation, which I think is a bad thing.
I completely agree with
like,
that.
I don't want to be that Lambo. Like, when I'm 40 years old, I don't want to be doing info products anymore. I want to be working on big shit, and I don't want someone to Google my name and see me in front of a Lambo going, oh, you're going to get rich in 20 days.
Do you think some of these people just don't care?
I think they're making so much money they don't care. Yeah. Like, you have no idea how much money these guys are making. Some of them, it's fucked. It's actually fucked.
That's awesome.
And then the second thing I think is you actually need to have something that works, right? So, like, as part of, like, our research, we bought a whole bunch of these other guys' courses to, like, look at what they're doing internally, how they're getting people to follow through, how they're working on their retention, what are they doing in terms of group calls versus one-on-one calls.
Yeah, and the groups that you put people into.
Yeah, so we were looking what everyone was doing, and, like, their courses fundamentally don't work 98% of the time.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, they're selling these get-rich-quick ideas of, like, there was one guy who does really, really well, and he sells how to make money with audiobooks.
Dude, there's another new one where they're trying to do how to make money automated with AI. Being sold by like a 19-year-old who could not even spell AI.
I mean, we're pushing an AI one, I think.
Are you really?
Yeah. But
okay. AI is great, everybody.
Well, this comes back to the point I'm making, right? I think that the first big thing is you don't want to be that guy with the marketing. You actually want to be educational and helpful on the way in. And then I think the second thing is you actually need to have a product that works, right? So, like, there's something that I think there's something that we will both agree on, which is when you have a certain amount of knowledge and experience like we do, if you had everything taken from you tomorrow, how long would it take you to have a 100K a month business again?
9 months.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wouldn't even be stressed either.
Like,
and that's happened to me
and
twice.
And the fact is that these guys that are buying info products don't want to make 100K a month. If they can make 5K a month, 10K a month, that's their like life aspirations ticked off.
Yeah, but here's the problem from where I see it, and the book that I'm working on, the first thing I wrote on the back of it is 90% of people will fail, not because they can't do it, because they won't execute on it.
Correct.
Because what's your view on the fact that some people, in the same way they buy a protein shake and want to feel strong, they just want to buy a course and feel like they've done something without executing the course? Like, how do you juggle those types of people?
Nearly 25% of the people that bought our course never logged in. Never.
Are you serious?
Never logged in. Do you understand? Like, I'm not saying they bought it and then they didn't like it. 25% of people bought it and never logged in.
Really?
And we had like onboarding sequences where we tried to set up one-on-one onboarding calls. We had like accountability people to like hold their hand through the process. Where are you getting stuck? How can we help?
Do you care
we had
at
group
that
calls.
Point, though?
Well, like, we did everything. We tried to take a we will control what we control approach, where it's like we want people to come in, have a great experience, enjoy it, get results, all the rest of it. But if they don't log in, don't answer the phone, don't book in onboarding calls, don't come to group calls, don't join the Facebook groups. I can only do so much for you.
Is this in your terms and conditions where if they don't do these things, they technically can't really get a refund?
It wasn't at the time.
Yeah.
So we actually got rimmed for refunds pretty badly the first lot as well.
And I assume that payment processors were a big issue?
They always are, in every business.
Mate, this is not every business, not if you're selling flowers.
I've had PayPal steal my money from the most PG businesses you've ever seen.